U.S. submarine torpedo hit Iranian frigate Dena in the Indian Ocean. A dramatic and potentially explosive naval incident has reportedly taken place in the waters south of Sri Lanka, where a stealth attack by a U.S. submarine allegedly resulted in the sinking of the Iranian Navy frigate IRINS Dena. According to emerging defense reports circulating among maritime security analysts, the Iranian warship was operating in the northern Indian Ocean when it was suddenly struck by a powerful torpedo launched from a submerged submarine believed to belong to the United States Navy. The strike reportedly triggered a catastrophic explosion that tore through the hull of the frigate, leaving the vessel crippled and rapidly flooding before sinking beneath the surface. A silent predator beneath the waves. Military experts say the attack bears the signature of a stealth submarine engagement, one of the most lethal forms of naval warfare. Modern U.S. attack submarines such as the Virginia-class submarine and the veteran Los Angeles-class submarine are specifically designed for this type of mission. Operating hundreds of meters below the surface, these vessels can detect targets using advanced sonar systems while remaining nearly impossible to detect. Once a target is locked, submarines can launch devastating heavyweight torpedoes like the Mark 48 torpedo, a weapon capable of destroying large warships by detonating beneath the hull and breaking the ship's keel. Witness accounts from nearby merchant vessels reportedly described a sudden shockwave in the water followed seconds later by a towering plume of smoke and fire rising from the Iranian frigate. Within minutes, the vessel was said to be listing heavily before disappearing into the ocean. The IRINS Dena is one of the newest warships in the fleet of the Islamic Republic of Iran Navy. Commissioned as part of Iran's effort to expand its naval capabilities, the ship belongs to the Muj-class frigate program, domestically built vessels designed to extend Iran's naval presence beyond the Persian Gulf. The frigate was equipped with anti-ship missiles, air defense systems, naval guns, and electronic warfare equipment. It was also capable of operating helicopters for surveillance and anti-submarine missions. However, despite these capabilities, surface warships remain extremely vulnerable to submarine attacks, especially when the attacker remains undetected. Naval analysts often describe submarines as the most dangerous hunters in modern naval warfare, precisely because they strike without warning. Why was an Iranian warship near Sri Lanka? The presence of an Iranian frigate operating near Sri Lanka had already raised eyebrows among maritime observers. Over the past few years, the Islamic Republic of Iran Navy has attempted to demonstrate its ability to operate far beyond its traditional waters. Iranian naval flotillas have increasingly deployed across the Indian Ocean, the Arabian Sea, and even into the Atlantic Ocean. These missions are intended to signal that Iran is capable of projecting naval power globally, something traditionally dominated by larger navies like that of the United States. The waters near Sri Lanka are particularly sensitive because they lie along one of the world's most important maritime trade routes, linking Asia with the Middle East and Europe. Every year, thousands of oil tankers and cargo ships pass through this corridor. If confirmed, the sinking of the Iranian frigate could represent one of the most serious naval confrontations between the United States and Iran in recent history. Unlike previous confrontations, which have often involved drones, proxy forces, or indirect attacks, a direct submarine strike on a warship would mark a dramatic escalation. Naval warfare experts warn that such incidents carry enormous escalation risks. Iran could respond by increasing naval operations in the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow maritime choke point through which roughly a fifth of the world's oil supply passes. Any disruption in that region could have immediate global economic consequences. Meanwhile, the United States Navy maintains a powerful presence across the Middle East and Indian Ocean region, including aircraft carriers, destroyers, and submarines. As of now, neither Washington nor Tehran has officially confirmed the incident. However, maritime monitoring groups have reportedly detected unusual naval communications and changes in ship traffic patterns in parts of the Indian Ocean, fueling speculation that a major military incident may have taken place. Satellite imagery and intelligence monitoring over the coming hours may reveal more details about what actually happened beneath the waves. If the reports prove accurate, the destruction of the IRINS Dena could become a defining moment in the increasingly tense rivalry between Iran and the United States. In the silent world of submarine warfare, attacks happen without warning, and once a torpedo is launched, events unfold in seconds. Now the world waits to see whether this shadowy encounter in the depths of the Indian Ocean will remain a hidden clash or ignite a far larger conflict across the region.